Many people didn't.
Monday Night Football is tonight. The Seahawks are going to play the Broncos tonight. But so far, she did choose the Browns game correctly, so the Browns over the Panthers. Everybody giving it up for that Cade York, rookie kicker over there on the Browns, who pulled their asses out of the fire with an NFL record field goal, 58 yards. This kid was a big deal in college for making a 57-yard field goal.
That links a record for a rookie, I believe.
Rookie.
Yeah.
Cade York with the Browns. But as of today, we'll see what happens with the Seahawks. She picked the Seahawks over the Broncos for Monday Night Football tonight. But right now, she is 5-9. So she did not have. She gave me a lot of picks. She gave me all but one game this past weekend, and she has not had. The Texans and the Colts were a tie. I wasn't sure how to mark that. I guess
she didn't pick it right, so I think that's a loss.
Yeah, that's right. That is a loss. So she's 4-9. She's something. She picked the Bears over the 49ers.
That one right?
Oh, yeah. There were some...
that was a crazy game because of just how much it was raining. You had the towel thing. There was a lot going on.
I was texting my family because there had been massive, massive storms going through Chicago and flooding and things like that. And so the new turf at Soldier Field was like all wet. It was like the first scene of The Last Boy Scout. But with no firearms that I could see.
That's good.
Bears of the 49ers, yeah, because
Chicago, they weren't far away.
No, that's true. A couple of them probably missed the metal detectors because the 49ers got Janine Garofalo riding the pine over there. And so they threw in this new quarterback who basically did a lot of favors for the Bears. But a win is a win. So she picked the Bears over the 49ers. That was correct. Her other correct picks were the Vikings over the Packers.
Obviously.
Aaron Rodgers got himself a new haircut. I guess it didn't do him any good. I don't know how superstitious he is about that. She picked Tom Brady and the Bucs over the Cowboys. That was correct, although Dak Prescott is out 6 to 8 weeks. He hurt his hand game 1. So that's not good news if you're a Cowboys fan. And they are America's team. And she picked the Browns over the Panthers. So as of now, she's 4-10.
What about the
Seahawks Broncos is tonight.
Chargers? Did she pick the Chargers?
She picked the Raiders over the Chargers.
Way to go, you dumb goat. Chargers win.
And of course, the Chargers win. That's Bill's team. Bolt up.
Bolt up.
That's right.
Did you have the Browns game? What did you do yesterday? You just stayed home?
I watched Red Zone for the first half of the early games. Red Zone is they just go to whatever is like the team that's closest to scoring a touchdown.
Oh.
So it just kind of jumps around.
It's
really fun. It's
confusing.
It is confusing.
It sounds fun.
Like my girlfriend was watching at times. There's
playing.
Well, I know exactly who's playing. If you pay attention, you know what's going on. But my girlfriend was very confused because there'd be like 3 games on at once. And if you get used to it, you know, okay, they're about to snap the ball here, so you watch that play. Then you turn your attention here, watch that play. You just kind of like.
How many frames are open on your television?
It's just they do it all for you. So they just kind of. It's basically you're not getting any commercials. You're just getting action.
Wow.
And it's a great way to watch football, especially because I do like a bunch of like daily fantasy stuff and I have fantasy football stuff. So I like seeing all the best plays. There's no downtime.
There you go.
And then
you just get the meat.
Yeah. And then I watch the Chargers game on. I have NFL ticket, Sunday ticket. So
in
I
its
watch
entirety.
That pretty much the whole thing. Yeah. But it was that Justin Herbert's he's really good.
Good.
Khalil Mack, formerly of the Bears. He
looked
good.
Yeah.
It was a good game, but yeah, watched a lot of football yesterday.
Listen, there were some highlights. Here's a little clip from the Bears game.
The 29 is having a day today. And if he's in the box, he's coming, and he's coming hard and fast.
Oh, boy.
Hey, boy.
Some people sent us some new names. I think they were from college football that were pretty good.
Oh, that's a big load.
Let me see if I can find
Kool-Aid Smith or whatever.
Yeah, that was the one.
I mean, that's a nickname. That's not a name, but I'll take it. I don't care. I mean, you know, because they're just one. They are just one thing away from some people's real names. So.
My boyfriend and I were getting ready yesterday. We went to a friend of mine, like high school friend. I've known him forever. It was his birthday's today. Happy birthday, Ray. But he had a party yesterday, and he was like, "Are you wearing Brown stuff?" I was like, "I got a Nick Chubb jersey already. Like, I love him. He's such a good player." And we were like going back and forth because we're like, we already own the stuff, so it's not like we're buying it now or buying a Deshaun Watson jersey or whatever. So we were both like, "No, we're not gonna wear it." And then we're like, "All right, I'm gonna wear my Nick Chubb jersey." So he put on like just a Browns t-shirt, and we got over there, and I'll tell you what. We fell right back into it, like, because it's like the community of it, and it's everything you know, and the whole party's cheering and yelling. It was more cheering against Baker than anything else. But we got in the car. We had 2 parties to go to yesterday, so at halftime we left the one and went over to the other. And in the car, I looked at him and I was just like, "We fell right back into it." He goes, "We sure did." It's like,
well, didn't he say he was never really going to stop watching it anyway?
Well, the more that we talked, and the more that he realized, honestly, and whatever. The turning point for him to not support anymore was when Deshaun got suspended. When there was actually, that's when he was like, "Oh, they're idiots for spending that much money." Like once the consequence came down is when I think it sunk in for him.
He was angry at the money.
I said, "Oh, that's what it was." He was mad that they spent $230 million on a guy who's not going to play. Like that's what he was mad about.
He was mad at their accountants, not at Deshaun Watson. Gotcha.
Yes. So when he was mad at the franchise.
Because he's very frugal.
He's very frugal.
Nothing will make him madder than money being misspent.
Correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a hard and fast, F the Browns, we're going into this, they make poor choices, and then you're in the moment with everybody, and you're just still like, it's almost like you can't help it. I'm like, man, it's like my phone. If it's there, I'm going to look at it.
That television has a Browns game
right.
on. I'm going to
to have to cheer for them. Yep. It's very difficult. And I'm sure other people were feeling the same way, like on the fence about watching or not watching or, Now you put it on, and you're right back to yelling at everybody.
Like, I understood it was a good game, but I wasn't. And also, like, with going against Baker, it was more like I'm looking for there to be some excitement in this game, and there was.
Yeah.
Where it was, Baker looked terrible at first, and then he had that one long touchdown, and it made it, like, the storyline is still interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And Deshaun Watson wasn't playing yesterday anyway.
Right.
So, but I also, like, I wasn't like, yay, the Browns won. I was just like,
right.
Okay, that was a crazy ending to the game.
Right.
I can still look at it objectively and understand why everybody's happy, but I didn't get any joy out of it. And I wasn't like high-fiving anybody or like, "Oh man, did you see that kick?" Like it wasn't like I normally would be, where I'd either be watching with friends or I'd be texting my cousins and stuff. I was just like, that was a wild game. And then there was also so many wild games, especially in that early window where there was the tie with the
Colts and the Texans.
Colts and the Texans. And then you had that Falcons Saints game that was crazy. You had the Steelers Bengals game where they kept missing field goals in overtime. Then finally the Steelers won. It was a very fun football day.
Had the fire at the Patriots-Dolphins game.
What a mess.
Yeah. I asked Jason Carr about that because he was at the game, and I was like, "Did your car get set on fire?"
And all I could think of were the first cars that didn't get burned.
Yeah.
I mean, like, a couple of them, the further you got out from what was the epicenter of the fire.
You see that?
It was like a grill or something, right?
Somebody
Someone
left a grill on or something, yeah.
Was it a propane grill or like a coal grill?
You mean like a charcoal grill?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm guessing.
Because the charcoal grill didn't make sense to me. I was like, it had to have been a propane tank, right?
I think it's how they stored it. I think it was.
I
don't know which one it was.
They're drunk. They misstored it or whatever.
Someone like put it underneath the car to be like, "We'll let this cool off here or whatever," and then it set their gas tank on fire.
Patriots were in Miami to play the Dolphins. Roy Wood Jr. is a funny thing that the Dolphins have gang-safe colors. There's no red or black or yellow or anything like that. But, somebody misstored a grill. You've probably seen the photo by now. It's bananas. There's about 2 rows of cars, about 4 cars across, but in those 2 rows that are completely torched. And then the further out you go, there's a couple of cars on the outer, thing that just have, like, their doors singed. But you got to be happy if you're one of the cars that was just far enough away where nothing happened.
Yeah, you got a little soot, and you just kind of wipe it off and go, "Whew."
Yeah.
And the Dolphins won.
But about 8 cars got completely burned out from this thing. So it's pretty wild because it's not like it's not nothing. You're not going to get anything from the venue. You just got to, I assume, file a claim with your venues insulate themselves from everything. So obviously they're not going to do anything. But What do you file a claim with your insurance company and go, hey, man, this guy, you're never going to believe this. At least there's a photo you could send from social media.
Right. Like, this is viral AF.
Hey, yeah, right. There's my Bronco right there. My boy was at the Dolphins-Pats game, and someone left a grill on by a vehicle. Here is the result. The fire engulfed multiple cars in the parking lot. I wish somebody had video of it while they were on fire. That would have been fun.
That's crazy that no one did, but I guess when everybody's in the game.
Yeah, no one's in the parking lot.
Whereas if it were a Browns game, there'd still be people in the parking lot because not everybody goes to the game. Some people just stay. Either they fell asleep, like someone wakes up. Yeah, they wake up and they're like, oh, well, I didn't get into the game, but at least I got this viral video of this car on fire.
But you sober up real quick when you come back from the game and your car is torched.
Yeah.
A girl named Leslie tweeted, massive thank you to God for watching out for us today. Some idiot at the Dolphins game left his grill on right in front of my car. Mine doesn't have any damage at all. So it's like a weird brag there, you know? Mm-hmm. But at least she's thanking God, whereas apparently God told all the people that own the burned-out cars, go F yourself.
I mean, like he does, you know. Mm-hmm. Spiteful God.
That's what you get for being a Dolphins fan. But, yeah, our old boss, Jason Carr, who's back down in Florida, he's a Florida native and, I believe, analogous to Bill being a Chargers fan, bolt up, fins up, I think is what Dolphins fans say, right? Because
I thought they just went...
It's got that's their war cry as a high-pitched, I wonder if I've got that on my newfangled thing here, Bill.
I wonder if I've got,
Nope.
Hey, we're talking to Snowflake.
Oh.
Snowflake the dolphin.
Yes.
So, Snowflake, what did you think of the Dolphins game yesterday against the Patriots? What a great bit this is. Oh, no. You can't say that.
That doesn't really sound like a dolphin, does it?
This is a helium balloon.
That doesn't really sound like a dolphin, does it?
Now you sound like that lady that leaves us voicemails.
Right. Oh, now I sound like a...
That's like a woman.
Hi, guys. What's going on?
Oh, my God. Ew.
I know, right? Hi, Mary.
Ew. Hi.
Hey, hold on. What's the matter?
That sounds like Genevieve. Right? Is that her name? Genevieve?
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh, God. What's your name?
I'm Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do, Priscilla?
Anything I want.
Oh.
Anyone I want.
Oh, my God. You're risque.
Not so much.
No?
So,
Priscilla, what are you wearing right now?
not much.
Yeah?
I can't whisper. Oh, yes, I can. Hi, guys.
Are you into pineapples?
Only if they're upside down.
Mmm. Creepy laugh, Priscilla.
Yeah, lost me there. Hey, Priscilla, can I hook you up with my friend? He used to play football. His name was Manti Te'o. And I think you guys would be...
I know what you're doing. It's not funny.
What's your favorite drink, Priscilla?
I don't know. Manti Te'o.
He's a tall drink of water.
He's a tall drink of water.
Hear your thirst.
I'm sorry. I got something in my throat.
All right, now you're Donald Duck.
All right. Well, let's... Wait,
We
now
got a new toy we gotta play
Now
with
I
it.
know I can do that.
Yeah.
Even better.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Pretty cool.
Yup. So the next time our new character, Chick Who's Hitting on Mary, calls in, Priscilla, the chick who hits on Mary.
It's too funny.
Yeah, everybody. All right. Oh, the kids' corner.
It ain't easy being a kid. Now look at what you gone done did. Whoa, it's time for Kids Corner. Kids Corner.
A couple of bus drivers are in trouble in Utah for screaming at kids on the bus. You know, you're always going to be recorded, especially if you're a bus driver and it's full of kids. They've all got their phones there or whatever. And the one woman said she was going to shoot the kids if they didn't
Oh,
stop
my gosh.
asking where they were going. What's so mad about that? Listen, here in Ohio, you know what it takes to be a school bus driver? You have to be 21. You have to have 2 years of driving experience, and you have to pass a drug test. It's not like there's a huge bar.
Wait.
People think that, like, bus drivers have to have some kind of official, license or stamp of approval. They're just looking for warm bodies.
I think they have to have a certain license to drive
That's
that
what I was
big of
going
a
to say.
vehicle.
2 years of like a CDL, or is it
not-
just 2 years
What I
with
looked
a
up,
license?
what I looked up for Ohio school bus driver said you'd be 21, 2 years driving experience, and you got to pass a drug test.
Jeez. That's like nothing.
Well, it's something. But it doesn't seem like a lot.
Morning! She's actually on time!
If that person says, where are we going? I'm going to shoot them. Okay? Now listen. I missed the stop. I'm trying to turn around. Do you understand?
Yeah, the kids are going, you missed the stop, you missed the stop. And apparently she got so worked up. She goes, yes, I know I missed the stop. If somebody tells me I miss it again, I'm going to shoot them. And another student or another bus driver got into similar trouble. Said that just 2 days prior, a student had taken some video of the bus driver, and the driver was screaming at the kids who were telling her she was going the wrong way.
They do
I
have-
know, shut up. I'm going to turn around, okay? Shut up.
They do have to have a CDL.
In Ohio,
Yeah.
the school district said the driver was a substitute, and the driver became frustrated. There's got to be, I didn't take the bus. We
We
got-
were bus boys.
I was a
Driving to school.
bus rider.
But here's the thing. Aren't there cool bus drivers too?
Yeah.
What's keeping these people from having fun with the kids?
They don't want to.
They don't want to have fun with
My
the kids.
lady-
Well, and also if you are a substitute and you miss a stop, that's a stressful moment because you go, this is like my tryout and I messed up.
My bus driver was wretched. She was awful. She had, I can't remember her name. She was little. She was like this tiny lady with spiky blonde, really short hair. Not even like pixie hair, like spiky short hair. And she was mean to everybody. She was like, sit your ass in your seat, like always screaming at all the kids. And then I remember when I would go into the bar where we would always go get wings in Berea, she was in there every time I went in there. So I'm like, I would go in there with my dad. And like, even as a younger kid, I'm like, oh, she's hungover every morning at 6 a.m. and she doesn't want to deal with children. So she screams at him. I don't know what bus drivers do.
So
in
why
the,
be a school bus driver?
I'm assuming she probably just had the job for a while and didn't want to quit, but
I had a few.
she was awful.
I remember there was Mr. Ernie, and he was a nice old man, and like everybody got along pretty well with him. And then there was Mrs. Snyder, and she was a little prickly, and we definitely got into it with her from time to time. Like my older brother, like not my oldest, but my second oldest brother, he got like the assigned seat right behind
Mm-hmm.
where he had to sit there every day because he had gotten into like trouble and would talk back to her, and that was like the only place he was like a kid that was like not well behaved was on the bus.
Morning! She's actually on time!
If that person says, where are we going? I'm going to shoot them. Okay? Now
Oh, boy. Tell you
Now,
what.
they never threatened to shoot us.
No.
That never happened.
I'm going to shoot the next person. Okay, let me take a break. I will have what for you coming back. Oh, tickets for 9 Inch Nails. All right, so this show is sold out. 9 Inch Nails is doing the thing out there at Blossom in just a few weeks. It's 9 Inch Nails along with Ministry and Nights Are Ebb. You can't beat that. A sold-out show on September the 24th out at Blossom. And I will hook you up when we come back. 35192. You want to text for something else? AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch live, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Oh, no.